It's edging that way, depending on their last pick.
With some stuns that can protect the egg and bring that teamfight potential. They have Skirmish from the Ember Spirit. Troll is a good carry to rely on. In the current meta, there goes the Mars, so we won't see that. And they banned out the Razor to protect the Troll Warlord as well.
Yeah, I feel like we'll have to see where EG go if they try and go back to that more farming style. I think typically when they pick the Enchantress, it's because they are going for that greedier carry pick. They could try pull out something like the Arteezy Terrorblade.
Oh yeah.
A hero I thought we'd see more of because there was so much Terrorblade during.
Against him, it's still decent versus the Troll. Troll used to be pretty good against TB. I think it's a little bit easier to play it this time around, and Monkey King banned out by IG.
Surprise my monkey.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
like
by the way, this hero
Still in the pool.
usually
as well.
first pick, first ban in many games.
How do you feel about a monkey on EG? Is that something Arteezy plays? I haven't seen it too many times.
I think Arteezy plays every character.
I'm sure he can. It's one of those things where I'm imagining he's played in pubs and stuff, but
Of course,
never been a go-to hero of his. Or, you know, usually I think EG in the past have even run at mid, if anything. But
so go-to heroes would be Wraith King, Terrorblade, right? These types.
for Arteezy, yeah. Ursa even.
Please tell me this is not an Alchemist game.
It's banned, unfortunately, for EG.
Oh.
It would have been. They love Enchantress Alchemist.
Yeah, sorry, I missed that for a second.
And the Bloodseeker.
It might have been a Bloodseeker game for EG, so it gets taken away by IG.
And we
Radiant team pick.
Really blink around, maneuver around fights, because I feel like this would be like often like, you know, Arteezy may just be like, yeah, it's a good PA game, but then this Bloodseeker comes out and you're maybe second guessing that a bit.
Emo Ember Spirit looks pretty damn solid so far in the game.
Phantom
Okay. I'll give it a go. I like this. It is that kind of laning carry.
I've seen this story before. I've seen Bloodseeker into the PA. It didn't work out.
That was.
What do we think?
What do we think?
All right, not this time. I'm thinking, you know, Pangolier has a counter. I think EG also spent probably like % of their time between the games to think about the draft 80% of the time, how to counter that question mark. Because it's a mental warfare out there.
Looking good.
You thought to taste
I'm very excited to see it. I'm very happy that we're getting to see an Arteezy PA. I think this is going to be one of those carry heroes that either just is explosive, pops off, and carries the whole game on his back, or he's going to look very underwhelming. So a lot of focus on whether Arteezy is going to have an amazing game, or if maybe that question mark is going to tilt him off his sort of game. Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, getting ourselves ready for this fourth game now. 2-1 at the moment. EG still with the advantage here in this best of 5. And Lacoste. Now, I've got to ask, if you're getting question marked, are you playing better the next game, or does it get...
There needs to be some kind of response. You know, you need to have a strat prepared for this, because you cannot let this not be punished. Like, you need to punish the question mark in the old chat. You need to start tipping. Like, if Emo gets killed, I expect all 5 tips, you know, just straight going on to him.
Let's see what sort of game Emo can have. We saw last time Emo had a really good start, but a tough mid game where a few over-aggressive moves did hurt him. and then obviously was able to pick it back up in the late game at level 25. It's got eyes on him. And overall, what sort of jumps out to you as being necessarily strong, weak from both of these drafts?
IG, they have like a good laning stage. You know, Troll, pretty much he always finds a farm, goes back to jungle, farms that Battle Fury. Emo on Ember Spirit has been really impressive. Like, whenever you have Ember Spirit, you need to have something that deals the tower damage. JT on the bottom lane, on a Bloodseeker. We've seen what Bloodseeker can do. Either to position 4 Pangolier or to position 1 Phantom Assassin. Like, it's just kind of cripples your Arteezy played the exact same matchup. I believe it was the first game. And like, you can't blink. Like, you blink, you take the damage. It's gonna be hard. Also, JT should have a relatively good time on the bottom lane. Playing into Phantom Assassin, there isn't just not enough damage to threaten a kill. I would say on a Bloodseeker, he has 6 armor, starting with the Magic Stick. One thing they need to do is block the big camp. Just Kaka needs to body block the big camp, and so Fly can get the big creep.
Ollie nearly gets taken out there, just has to put the fire. That salve here is crit. Get aggressive onto him. Right, Fly's got to be careful. Kaka, especially when they hit level 2, they're going to have good setup to hold either Fly or Arteezy in the Blood Right.
Yeah, that's what you want to have. Whenever the Bloodseeker is picked, you want to have some kind of slow, some kind of stun to pair it up with the Blood Right, keep them inside.
So yeah, things are going in the mid lane pretty even so far in the early levels. Now Abed very comfortable now into the Storm with the amount of games that we've go for it in the draft.
He's just heating up. No, these were just practices, and this is the game that matters.
Where are you going?
What a
Bloodseeker.
Put the stick charges.
Will take over the big creep.
Oh, sweet.
Now they need to be careful. Having Hellbear Smasher with that clap, it's a lot of damage. It's a 150 damage.
He made crit. Coming in for that extra bit of damage onto Emo. Emo's got the Fairy Fire Arbor. Can he get one more hit in? He can't. Emo's going to be fine. Still has 2 tangos to keep himself in the lane.
Okay, here we come. Tips, bit of a voice line used. This is a standard Brett move from position 4 whenever he has any kind of slow, any kind of stun. He hides and then TPs to the mid lane, leaves some solo XP to Ice Ice Ice.
Yeah, sure, gives it the opportunity to solo XP. Is he actually going to live here, Ice Ice Ice? Not quite. Fly, just enough damage there to take him out.
Yeah, that Orb of Venom actually making the difference, you know, just holding him a bit closer to them so they can deal the damage.
No.
See him mid. By getting bullied back a little bit. Does have a salve. Again, multiple mangoes and clarities coming out to keep him in the lane. That 4-minute power rune going to be incredibly important here between these 2 spirits. See what sort of moves are made to secure that for each side's mid. Bottom lane, despite that kill and the pressure being put onto Arteezy, his farm still looking solid. 16-5 against the 13-4 of JT. Gonna look to try and chase down Kaka here.
They're making a move on Lion, already used pretty much everything they had. Blood Right.
Try and turn it, set up for the Blood Right, but he's going to go down. He get the kill, JT won't be able to finish off Fly.
This was an easy one. Kaka just kind of handled this kill to them. Runes, Emo bottled a DD. Abed needs to be a bit more careful with that double damage on the Ember Spirit, like also rotation from Lion.
I'm going to beat down onto JT. JT with the Blood Right. Fly will still be caught in it, so they continue to commit on to JT.
Wait up.
A lot of 100 move speed.
Control here with the stun of the Centaur, but the stick charges are up and the DP's coming in as well. Arteezy's got to be careful. Emo making the moves over and he has that DD room holding him. in the blood right. RTZ trying to run. Is he going to be able to jump out in time? He is. Over to the safety of Fly.
JT.
IG, they'll continue to run him down. They will manage to take his courier, so that's the one gone for a minute. Emo, is he going to have another catch? Still closing in on RTZ. Chasing him away from the lane. RTZ needs help, and
He
needs it
wants to
now.
blink out once again. 2 blinks. He lost a lot of CS, but this showed to JT, but JT realizes, you know, I'm not going to chase. I do not have boots of speed. Instead, I'll come back to the lane and at some extra levels. Also, I want to see another point in the Blood Right. He went for 2 points in Thirst. It got nerfed, you know, this spell was so...
To be able to turn and pressure Emo. Emo's got the bottle charges, diving up as well.
He's out of mana, does not have enough for a spear. Oh, that was so close. Like, if that connects, he's just straight up dead. The slow from Orb of Venom damage might just be enough. Top rune, haste. Emo, his bottle will get refilled.
Be able to grab that haste though. Zarbed. Gonna have that. Play is definitely able to be made. But now, okay, looks like he's going to use that boost move speed to get around some jungle camps. Look to just head back to base, get that reset, and look for some sort of TP gang, because level 6 has been hit. Arbed can look to make an impact on the side lanes.
Move on a mid. He just uses Remnant, gets back to safety. Arteezy not getting too much out of the bottom lane.
He's had to spend quite a bit of time moving away after Emo came in and chased him away from this. So Arteezy having a bit of a slower start. It's pressure from IG, and now IG getting some damage done to the tower. Arteezy still left on his own on this bottom, as see Fly has to TP over towards the mid, get the bottle refill for Arbed. Playing crit, continue to play into the faces of Ollie and Fly.
And now they smoke. They need to help Arteezy. He's level 5, 7 minutes in. Doesn't have too much CS. Like, Dead Prophet has more CS than Arteezy right now. It's kind of worrying, so they need to gank his lane.
We'll see if Arbed can get the jump in. Is Kaka going to start things with the stun onto Arteezy, but IG, they are relatively aware of this. They'll try and lead in, but the Hex and the Bloodbright laid down will stop them from being able to close the gap onto JT. Might just stop them from getting Kaka now. Arbed's going to look to dive. He's able to dodge the stun, gets in on top of him. They'll be able to free up the space for Arteezy on this bottom lane a little bit more now.
Even though there was a good Hex into silence, they still get the kill on position 5. They wanted to kill Bloodseeker there because he is, you know, he's more farmed than Arteezy at this point. Like, he has 14 denies, 32 CS.
Ready, Emo. You see the jump from Arbed and Fly, from Remnant back to the mid, but crits around, and he's picked up the Arcane Rune. Emo up to the high ground, and a TP coming in from Kaka to stop EG from diving with the 3 of them.
Seems like the story of this major for the mid laners is refill the bottle. Like, whoever can die, whoever can go to the base, just please refill my bottle so I can keep playing aggressively.
And in Secret's case, it's oops, I shouldn't have picked up that bottle. A lot of bottle shenanigans around the mid lane have occurred this tournament.
Yeah, no one lost their bottle in this game. That's what's important. That Prophet is level 6. They can start putting some pressure on the top tower because Troll does not want to be in the lane anymore.
No.
Someone else needs to be there. I'm not sure if they can defend. Like, one thing they can do is possibly rotate another hero to the bottom and just outnumber them in pressure. And that's exactly what the Fly does. Like, he wants to get a trade from it.
Our top lane space is there for Ice to commit with the Ghost. This tier 1 will be taken down by EG. No defense from IG as they look to just try and find space to get the farm going for Fly.
So it will be a trade. Bottom tower dropping very low. They know no one is there. Defending, JT going for a Road of Aethas, which I really like, against the Phantom Assassin, against the Storm Spirit, and of course, good setup for Blood Right.
Getting a little bit baited here as Karka's having to step up and turn things with the Hex and the stun. They lock down Arbed. Arbed, a very aggressive move there as he starts to punch into Emo, but Emo's got backup.
Emo also needs to be careful about using those tips straight away. Need to save some for the mid and late game.
Tip management, a very, very important level of resource management in Dota 2. Games like this where quite a bit's on the line, major grand finals. Gotta make sure you're ready to hit your enemy when it hurts.
I'm looking at the chat right now. A lot of question marks. Seems like they're not. Chat does not know what we're talking about. We need to explain things because
it's a very confusing game, Dota 2. So I think it's the natural response from the viewers.
They're like, "What is this? What's happening?" Like everything needs to be explained. No one knows anything. 2021. What a year to be in.
Big crit. He's gonna roll. He's gonna TP, but the blood. Ooh, he has to stop it. He has to stop it to stop the
Yeah,
bleeding.
you just die. Like if you try to TP out at these early levels and you're not tanky enough, you just straight up die.
Stupendous.
Emo making some good space to push in on the mid here with JT.
Dial
For that Rod of Atos first. Ollie,
Radiant's
level 5.
structures are
Try and find this Phoenix 6 if they can.
Tower is under attack.
Bottom Fly getting some good spaces. Health coming out. Perseverance done. On the way to the Battle Fury and still sitting at that top spot
Under attack.
in net worth. RTZ also making steps towards his. Picked up the broadsword.
Yeah, you want to get, as a Phantom Assassin, if you did not pick up Ring of Health in the laning stage, you really don't need it for the jungle pretty much. Especially if you find something like a Royal Jelly, then you have enough regeneration. So just get more damage, you're going to get more farm because of the damage. Makes a lot of sense. Now you can see here, Emo does not want to use his tip there, so Kaka steps in like a real bro.
Their tip spread nice and even. There's no telling how long this game could go. With both teams having a Battle Fury carry, this could step up to be one of the longer ones. Emo. Coming in very aggressively here. Arbet's going to be able to set things up. The silence from Ice not quite there in time. Emo's able to just escape.
If they connect with that silence, roll, and another roll, bounce, I think they have enough damage to bring him down. They also have enchant, so they can dispel his flame guard, which is a pretty big deal.
Tucker and JT, they're out on the hunt with this mode of seeing if they can maybe find Arteezy. Crit again, just trying to get in position to put a stop to these sort of moves, but it's a good long wraparound from IG.
And look what Kaka is doing. He's saving the tome. Just does not want to use it to show on the board. Or, maybe they use the tome. He's still level 5, so he does not want to show that he can, have that finger in a team fight.
Lane, they're going to be able to get the setup on a Fly, caught in the Bloodbright Fly. Healing up. And IG, they'll chase him down, take out the Enchantress, and with that, they'll have the space to push down this tier 1.
And now, because he got that XP, Kaka hands over Book to Phoenix, who kind of needs a bit more XP. They're stacking the books. This is what I've noticed throughout this series. Like, Phoenix will not use this book. He'll try to get level 6 and give it to someone else if it's needed.
Yeah, it's sort of just being used as,
Yeah,
as an emergency.
Yeah, exactly. IG's library. But you need to return the book. Otherwise, Poli's gonna get you.
Yeah, mine's going to be. Fury progress, Fly, sword away. To Arteezy. Got enough to pick up his claymore. Very close still between the two of them. A little bit of a lead for Fly. Smoke up from EG. We get aggressive with the Rolling Thunder and the lead in from Arbed. Good ways to start the fights. As JT is pushing out on this bottom lane alone. So if they can punish this, is JT. Look around a little too long, as here we have it. Leading from Arbed. Sets up a crit to perfectly get the Rolling Thunder. And there'll be no chance for a turnaround from JT. Smoke pays off.
They're gonna delay that Rod of Atos, which is gonna be a pretty big deal. Great setup for the Bloodright once again. Nice and size. Bit of a more like teamfight oriented build. These are like 2 points in silence, 2 points in Crypt's form. But he's still keeping at the top 3 networks, which is pretty impressive.
This extended silence is going to be ever so more effective against Emo as well. When you see the Javelin, you know that he's not going to have a straight up Yule's Run. You're going to have that extra window where there won't be any counterplays for silence.
Over here.
Down bottom, Fly. He's going to find an Arbed that's got no mana. As Arbed, with no chance of an escape, Fly's just able to pop the ult and take him down.
No tips whatsoever, so they're just keeping it. They feel maybe Abed's gonna die multiple times. And this is gonna get the Troll Warlord to his Battle Fury. A bit of a delayed Battle Fury, but, It's an Orb of Venom, Magic Wand, Phase Boots, Battlefield 15 minutes in, it's still fine. Phantom Assassin just needs another 800 gold to finish off hers.
You know, messing around from Emo and his build. After the Maelstrom, going straight into the BKB. You won't have to deal with the threat of the Orchid of Arbed, the Silence of Ice Ice Ice.
BKB is just a much safer choice, where like you don't care about pretty much any of the abilities other than the Exorcism.
Meanwhile, Arbed, he's got to be careful. The Rod of Atos done on JT. IG have some pretty phenomenal setup.
And once you get a BKB on Ember Spirit, your Flame Guard cannot be purged off by Enchantress. Smoke from IG.
It's been scanned out though. EG, a little moves being made upon them. Careful how they stand around this position with no tier 1 tower backing them up. Ice 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 still stepping over into this. They're going to be able to find the setup. Fingers getting dropped down into the Bloodbright. They're looking to burst through him. He's pretty tanky, but not tanky enough to withstand the damage from all these ornaments. Crit being ruptured, also has no escape. It's IG, despite the fact that EG scan it out, they knew something was coming. They weren't able to react or get away in time as they still lose too.
Like, they tried to pull themselves a bit more towards the north. They thought that Prophet can potentially, you know, tank all that damage. She's super tanky. Like, look at all these small items on Ice Ice Ice. Power Treads and Strength, Wand, Casual Urn, Casual Medallion.
Look at his damage here. Arbed, he's got to run. He's going to chase him with a Remnant, see if Emo's got enough mana. He hasn't got another Remnant to play with, so Arbed will manage to get out, but a lot of damage being done there. I think Emo pretty much got 2 back-to-back Maelstrom procs off on him.
A bit of a different game for Abed. Like, they managed to shut him down in game 3. Also in game 4, well, he's not having that good of a time. It's gonna be like 17, 18 minute Orchid.
I definitely see